Welcome back. Today we're taking a look at Penn guitar picks, P-E-N-N. Penn is a contraction of the last proper surname Pennino, last name of the husband and wife team that started the company back in Los Angeles around 1949. We're looking at 9 different shapes, 2 different grip styles, most of these being made by D'Andrea. Definitely all the tortoiseshell were made by D'Andrea. These were possibly made, this group here, by Ernie Ball. These three look like they were made by D'Andrea, and unknown on these 3 here. So predominantly D'Andrea made, a few possibly made by Ernie Ball. Now, these picks go back to the late 1950s. And there's 3 particular color styles in here that indicate that. That's this one, and this one. They have a very deep, rich color to them with deep reddish tones, very deep brown tones appearing almost black. If I get the camera to focus, you can get the idea on the color tones there. As you can see, 2 different size triangles. We've got the 355 and the 357 small triangle. D'Andrea is still offering at least 4 different sizes of triangles of this time. If you take a look up here, we got the 358 and the 358 and a half. They look to be the same, but they're not. You can see this taper at the side here is slightly longer than this, and this is a larger pick. Something very interesting going on with this 358 and a half. D'Andrea never offered that in cork style, but here we have a cork pad on the back of that. Extremely rare pick. All of these are rare. That's extremely rare to see that, though. We also have cork on the back of this 346 here, and the back of this 352, as you could well see here. Always great to get a hold of cork picks, or corrugated, or those with holes like this 346 right here. The 3 predominant grip styles D'Andrea used from the late 1940s through the 70s. This one here, as a matter of fact, also has a cork pad on the bottom. So we've got at least 4 picks here with cork pads on them. If you I've seen some of the previous videos, you've heard me talk about variations in tortoise patterns, and although these shapes are all the same, clearly we're going from a predominantly very light amber to mostly medium brown tones right here. Variations in color style here, and variations in these 3 as well. Moving over to these Penn picks here, we're going to take a look and examine the logo difference right here between this and this. Now, in about 10 years ago, I spoke to Conrad Carone, who invented the Carone multi-layered pick, 2 layers of picks on top of each other. He patented that in 1964. For his prototype, he used one of these Penn picks, and I asked him what year that was. He says that was about 1963 or 1964. So we know these picks are from at least that period or older. And because of this older font style, I'm given to believe that these are even older than the ones from 1964. So safe to say most of these are actually from the 1950s. Extremely difficult to come by any Penn pick, in fact. Now you see the Westminster. I have 3 Westminsters here. Interesting thing happened. Even though in the 1940s they started in Los Angeles, around 1973 they moved to Westminster, California. And sure enough, they started having picks made up with the Westminster label, as we see there. So I hope you enjoyed this brief video on Penn picks. Even though it's a brief video, that does not discount the authentic vintage nature of these picks. And I'll point out the cursive style we see here, and especially that flare in the P. There's certainly other details that could be discussed, but this gives you a foothold into the Pennino brand picks, and I wish you luck in locating them. If you're in Southern California, that's your best chance. Take care for now. Joe Macy, FindPick7 at yahoo.com. Bye-bye.